Good afternoon, everyone. This is Vinini, and today we are going to talk about skincare, the importance of skincare in our daily life. Why should we use a proper product? Why we must know the science behind them? What is the reason? And how to distinguish the original and fake products. So imagine stepping out on a sunny day without sunscreen or using a random face wash without knowing what's in it. Our skin is exposed to so many external factors in how often we think about what we are applying to it. Today I'll be talking about three essential skincare products: sunscreen, moisturizer and face wash. In addition to it, I'm also going to talk about how cleansers and face wash are distinct from each other. Earlier I used to think that they have similar functions, yet I used to apply face wash in the morning and I used to have cleansers for removing the makeup purpose, but the significance is more than this. After making this PPT, I also came to know about so many different things. So I hope that whatever I have learned uh, by making this PPT, whatever knowledge I have gained, I can also import all those things to also these everyday products to more than just set on our skin. They protect us, hydrate, and cleanse, keeping our skin healthy and glowing. So let's dive into the science behind them and choosing the right one because that matters a lot. So this is my next slide. So here we are going to talk about what skincare is. So skincare is the practice of maintaining healthy skin, cleansing, moisturizing and protecting it from damage. So for all these purposes, we know that we use face wash, cleansers, moisturizers, and to protect our skin from UV rays, we use uh, sunscreen, right? So it involves using products like face wash, moisturizers and sunscreen to keep the skin beautiful, hydrated and shielded from harmful elements like UV rays and pollution as well. So now we are going to talk about that what are the jobs in skincare. One can work as an aesthetician. So an aesthetician is a skincare specialist trained to perform facial, skin treatments and all medical procedures. The focus on improving skin appearance but do not diagnose or treat medical conditions. On the other hand, we have dermatologist who is a medical doctor specializing in diagnosing and treating skin care, hair, and many conditions. They can prescribe medications for medical procedures and in skin diseases like acne, eczema, and skin cancer. Also, one can work as a clinical research associate, nutrition, skin care specialist, research and development executive, microbiologist, skin therapist, cosmetologist, plastic surgeon, and dermatologist as well. So here you can see the growth of skincare industry. You can see that how the Asia Pacific skincare market size has grown year by year. Since 2020, it has been constantly increasing. The growth is constantly increasing, and even the predictions that are made for the future, you can see that the graph is still increasing and increasing. So in future, the skincare industries are going to grow well and also bringing a lot of job opportunities for us as a chemist to work in the lab and just providing the consumers more efficient products. The skincare industry's growth. So first is the rising consumer awareness. People are more conscious about skincare ingredients and personalized routines due to social media and technological advancements. Influence of social media and beauty trends. Platforms like Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok drive trends promoting skincare products and routines. And also there is the advancement in dermatology, innovation in skincare formulations, including serums, retinoids, and sunscreen boost market growth. E-commerce is also there, standing in the fact that easy access to global skincare brands through online platforms and expanding the market. So here are some of the reasons due to which we have seen the rapid growth in the drug industry. So now what is the role of chemistry in skincare? Chemistry is essential in skincare for formulating safe and effective products. It helps in understanding skin composition, creating active ingredients like hyaluronic acid and retinoid, balancing pH and ensuring product stability. It also plays a role in sunscreen protection, emulsification, preservatives and fragrance formulation. Advances in chemistry drive skincare innovations, making products more effective and skin friendly. Now we are going to talk about the science of skin. So first of all, what is skin? Skin is the body's largest organ, as we all know. It acts as a protective barrier against external elements and also regulates temperature, prevents water loss and supports sensory function. So there are layers of skin. There are basically three layers. First one is the epidermis, second is dermis, and third one is the hypodermis. So the epidermis is the outermost layer providing protection and containing melanin for skin color. Dermis is the middle layer and collagen, blood vessels and glands responsible for strength, elasticity and hydration. And hypodermis, the last one, is the mucous layer consisting of fat connective tissue providing insulation and cushioning. Now in this slide we are going to talk about skin types. So there are in total 6 skin types. First is the oily one. So the oily skin, here we have excess sebum production leading to shine and clogged pores. In the dry skin, we lack moisture, feels rough, flaky and tight. Combination skin, here there is the oily T-zone. Oil in the T-zone. T-zone is basically covering the forehead, nose and chin part, and dry on the other area. Sensitive skin reacts easily to products, causing redness, irritation or itching. Fifth one is the acne prone skin. Here frequently develops pimples, blackheads and breakouts due to excess oil and bacteria. And the last one is the normal skin. This is the well balanced and neither too oily, not too dry and minimal issues. So if you have the normal skin, then really you are lucky. Okay, now we are going to talk about some skincare ingredients. So in skincare we have the hydrators. For example, hyaluronic acid, glycerin. Both of these retain moisture. Secondly, we have the exfoliants. For example, glycolic acid, salicylic acid, which protect skin cells. We have anti-aging things like retinol, peptides, they boost collagen and reduce wrinkles. Then we have brightening agents, for example, vitamin C niacinamide. These are used for even skin tone. They reduce the dark spots. Now, the fifth one are the sunscreen filters. For example, zinc oxide and avogadro, so they give us UV protection. Sixth are the soothing agents. For example, aloe vera, centella, asiatic, they calm irritation. Seventh one are the preservatives. For example, parabens, phenoxyethanol. So they prevent the bacterial growth. So checking these ingredients are important. Why? Because they help us to avoid irritants and choose products suited for your skin type. The best products which are suitable for your skin. So checking the ingredients is very important. So some of the common skincare ingredients to avoid. First one, parabens are there. Secondly, sulfates, fragrances, alcohols, essential oils and dyes. So why should we avoid the fragrances and dyes? Because they can cause allergies and skin irritation. The sulfates are to be avoided because strict natural oils leading to dryness. Alcohol dries out skin, causing irritation, and parabens are also the potential hormone disruptors. So these are some common ingredients that must be avoided in the skincare products which we buy. Now let's talk about face wash and cleanser, one of the most important skincare products in the daily that everyone must use. Okay, now in this PPT we are just going to cover the most important skincare products like sunscreen, face wash, and moisturizer. You can use serums and other things as well, like these scrubs and all, but these three that I stated earlier also are most important and must be used by everyone. So there are some differences between the face wash and cleanser. Face wash deeply cleanses by removing the dirt, oil and impurities, whereas on the other hand cleanser gently removes makeup, dirt and excess oil without stripping moisture. Face wash are usually foamy or gel-based, whereas cleanser can be creamy, oil-based and water-based. Face wash are useful for oily and acne-prone skin for deep cleansing, but they are not suitable for cleanser because they remove oil from the skin, so it may cause dryness to the skin. But the people who are having the dry skin can use cleansers because they do not hinder the moisture. So cleansers can be creamy-based, oil-based or water-based, and cleansers are useful for dry, sensitive or normal skin. Face wash we can use in morning and after sweating. Cleansers we can use in evening before applying skincare products. Both have the skin clean, but cleansers are gentler, while face washes offer a deeper cleanse. Types of face washes: gel-based face wash for oily skin, soap-based face wash for deep cleansing, neem-based face wash for dry skin. Some must-have ingredients in a facial cleanser. So the first one is retinol, second is ceramide, third is vitamin C, fourth is salicylic acid, and fifth one is glycerin to hydrate our skin. Basically, glycerin captures the moisture from the environment and retains that into our skin, so it is a very important. Difference in composition of face wash and cleanser. So surfactants are used in both, but in face wash they are used in a higher concentration. Emollients are used more in cleansers to retain the moisture, and to maintain the moisture we have glycerin earlier, that's why it's used for the dry skin. Now humectants, they are present in both, but in cleansers they are present in higher amount. Often it is present in higher amount. Exfoliants are present in both, but they are very rare in cleansers, and the pH level. So here we can see that in face wash the pH level is slightly acidic, means it is below 7, and in cleanser it is balanced. That is very near, or we can say it is nearer to value of 7. Now let's get into the realm of chemistry of moisture. So what are the functions of moisturizer? It hydrates the skin, forms a protective barrier and prevents water loss. Now what are the key ingredients of the moisturizer? They are humectants, emollients, occlusives, preservatives and pH adjusters. They are used for attracting water, softening and smoothing of skin, protective layer formation, bacterial growth prevention, and to maintain the strength pH respectively. Now let's talk about the difference between hydration and moisturization. So hydration is the process of attracting and absorbing water from the environment and holding it in the place of the skin. Moisturization on the other side is creating a seal on the skin to prevent moisture from escaping. So basically, hydration increases the water content in skin, but moisturization on the other hand oxidates moisture prevents water loss. Both are performing kind of same function, but the process is different. So the hydration process using lactants and moisturization uses substances like emollients, for example, oils and butters to keep moisture. Hydration, as we have talked about this in the previous slide as well, hydration adds water to skin, whereas moisturization is the process of locking water in to prevent drying. A good moisturizer is the one which contains both humectants and emollients so that we can take advantage of the process of hydration and moisturization. Now let's talk about sunscreen. What are sunscreens? What are the myths about sunscreens? Let's get into it. Now let's talk about importance of sunscreen. So first of all, it protects us from UV damage, shields the skin from harmful UVA and UVB rays. It prevents premature aging, means it reduces wrinkles, fine lines and sunspots. It lowers the risk of skin cancer, that is, minimizes chances of melanoma and other skin cancers. There are basically three types of skin cancers that sun rays can cause to us. Fourth is that it prevents hyperpigmentation, it helps reduce dark spots and uneven skin tone. Fifth, that it maintains skin health, prevents dryness, redness and sunburn. Okay. Now let's see what are the myths about sunscreen. So first myth is that sunscreen is only required on visible sunny days. So that's absolutely false. It's not like that. Rays penetrate through clouds, so daily use is essential. The second reason which I have been mentioned here, but I wanted to state, is that some myths are there that Asian skin or the dark skin doesn't need sunscreen because there is enough melanin to protect them, but it's not true. All skin tones can get sun damage. Melanin can prevent you from getting that sun damage, but to some extent only. It is important for everyone to apply sunscreen. A higher SPF means all your protection. No, it's not like that. Reapplication is required every 2 to 3 hours. Fourth is that makeup with SPF is insufficient coverage. Sunscreen is here we are going to talk about how to choose a sunscreen. Choose a sunscreen which contains visible filters, methylene oxide and titanium dioxide to reflect the UV rays and chemical filters like alcohol, oxygen and all, because they absorb UV rays and convert them into heat. Secondly, broad spectral protection should be there. Should service both UV and UVB. A is causes aging and UVB causes SPF. That is the sun protection factor. It should be 30 to 80 and SPF 50 for prolonged sun exposure. Water resistant protection for swimming or sweating. Additional ingredients are antioxidants like vitamin C, E, and reminder that protect against surface. Hydrators, for example, hyaluronic acid, glycerine that prevent dryness. Okay. Here we will talk about it, how sun rays affect the skin if the sunscreen is not applied to it. So first is the entry of UV rays into the skin. UVB rays penetrate causing sunburn and DNA damage. And this thing happens in epidermis. Now in dermis, UVA rays go deeper, breaking down collagen, which is essential for skin. So the collagen is being break down, leading to wrinkles. Third, wear of a skin hypodermis. Now let's see how it is affected. So here the chronic exposure weakens skin structure, increases skin cancer risk. What are the effects of UV rays without sunscreen? Short term, in short term, you may see sunburn, redness, and inflammation. In long term, you can see premature aging, wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, and there are also several risks if the sunscreen is not applied. For example, DNA mutation, and it may also lead to skin cancer, for example, carcinoma or melanoma. It also shows us the importance of sunscreen and that sunscreen must be fully applied within 2 to 3 hours to give us a proper protection, proper barrier against the UVA and UVC. Nanoparticles in sunscreen are ultra small particles, zinc oxide and titanium dioxide used in mineral sunscreen. So they are used for better aesthetic appeal, effective UV protection, lightweight and non-greasy texture. And the concerns in safety regarding these are that the studies show that nanoparticles do not penetrate deep into the skin but stay in the outermost layer, safe for the tropical use, but inhalation in sprays or powders should be avoided to prevent the lung irritation. Now, there are many fake products of a particular original product. So how to distinguish? So as a consumer, we can just take precautions like checking the product packaging, purchasing only from an authorized seller, checking the serial number, batch code, MRP and manufacturing information, looking for the security QR code. Try the product before purchasing and on smell, consistency and all. Checking the product review and external rating. All the brand customer care in case of any doubt to just make it all clear. And knowing the brand and being a vigilant customer, these are some of the precautions that we can use as a customer or a consumer. Now see, Beauty of Joseon is a big brand and its sunscreen has a fake version as well, which is being sold in Amazon for a long time, and there are a lot of complaints from the consumers that they received the product from Amazon. So how can we distinguish the fake and the original content? Here you can see that the real Beauty of Joseon tube is a green shade with a peachy yellow undertone, and the fake one has a greenish undertone. Here the real Beauty of Joseon is silky soft green shade and texture, and the fake one is chalky stark white. You can clearly see that. Here this is the third image, and here the real Beauty of Joseon tube seems like lightweight coated aluminium that holds the depression, and the fake one is the plastic that bounces back. So you can clearly see the depression part of the real Beauty of Joseon, but because the second one is the plastic one, this is a fake one, so it's not getting any depression of that type. The real Beauty of Joseon expiry date starts with EXP, and the fake one starts with XP. Here, the real Beauty of Joseon has a small tube opening, but the fake one has a large one. How to know original simple product? So by checking the packaging quality, by inspecting the product size and texture, buying from authorized retailers, and by paying attention to price discrepancy. These two are the images of the fake and the original simple product. Simple is a brand, okay? If some product is, if some branded product is being sold at a very low price, then it is a matter of concern. There is something very fishy, so you just must take a look that whether it is a fake or a original product, especially if in case you are purchasing that product online. Here also the difference in this Nivea lotion, I guess. subordination. So the difference here is very minute but very clear as well. In the original one there is 400 ml written, but in the fake one there is nothing written on it. Also, we can distinguish the fake product from the original one. After opening that product, we're looking for its consistency. Like by the texture, we can distinguish. The original one must be smooth, well blended, so absorbs evenly, but the fake one is too thick, too runny, or uneven in texture, as you can see. And also, the reaction of the skin. Original one feels normal and smooth, but the fake one may cause irritation, itching, or redness. So by looking at the consistency, you may distinguish. Now, this is the case study report on Minimalist. So, as you all know, that Minimalist is an Indian skincare brand which is known for its science-backed ingredient-focused formulation. It emphasizes transparency, clean beauty, and effective skincare using active ingredients like niacinamide, retinol, AHA, DHA, and vitamin C. Chemistry plays a crucial role in formulating these products, ensuring stability, efficacy, and skin compatibility. The role of chemistry in Minimalist. So, the active ingredients and their functions plays major role. Now let's see why Minimalist is growing rapidly. What are its features? The first one is transparency. Full ingredients disclosure is given. No hidden formulas. So that's why it's gaining the trust of the consumer. Secondly, science-backed formulation uses active ingredients as effective concentration. Third one is affordable pricing, provides high quality skincare at lower cost. Fourth is the minimalist approach. So it focuses on a few actives rather than complex formulas like the others. Where minimalist stands in the market. So in India, on the top of the clinical skincare brands, and globally it is competing with international brands but still growing. And it's a very I would say that it's a proud movement for that founder. So Minimalist revolutionized the skincare industry with transparent, science-backed formulation. The chemistry-driven approach ensures safe, effective, and affordable skincare. So let's get into the conclusion. So skincare is deeply rooted in chemistry, where ingredients like surfactants, humectants, and emollients work together to cleanse, hydrate, and protect the skin. The balance of pH levels, active compounds, and formulation integrity determines a product's effectiveness. Chemical sunscreens absorb UV rays, while natural sunscreens reflect them, showcasing the role of photoprotection chemistry. Advancements in nanotechnology and bioactive ingredients are making skincare more efficient and personalized. Understanding these chemical principles helps in choosing safe and effective skincare products for different skin types and concerns. These are some references of the sites which I referred to in making this PPT. You may also just go through all these sites and get more knowledge, because the science of skincare was beautifully explained in these sites. You all may just refer to some of these references. So this brings us towards the end of the presentation. At last, I would like to thank Dr. Charu to give us this opportunity for deciding our topics for ourselves that we were interested in. Also, I just came across so many other topics, and choosing one out of those was really a difficult task for me. But at the end, I realized that skincare is something that we all are dealing with, and we all must know that how important it is and how to choose the correct product for ourselves according to our skin type, and differentiating the fake products from the original product. That is also very important because nowadays in market there are so many counterfeit products of the original one. So it is important for us, the consumers, to just be careful and take some preventions and uh, pick up the right product, and especially who all are purchasing online. If you are going to the licensed stores or the authorized sellers, then there are no chances that you will get the fake product. But if you are online purchaser, then you must be very careful and also buy from some marks and all, because as you all uh, as you all have seen that there were very slight differences between the two. It's not that there were no differences, but there were slight differences. So all of us must be careful because it's very important for us to be careful in this era. And also I would like to thank my teammates, Sonakshi Rawat, Ravi Baba, Kavita, Vibhuti Deshmukh and Jagriti, constantly putting their efforts in making this presentation and completing this presentation. This was a great learning experience for me because it was really a great part discussing all those things together, and like we were discussing everything together, like what to add, what to not add, and it was our collective decision finalizing the PPT. So thank you everyone.